Hi everyone, this is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets, and today I'm going to review the Sony Xperia XZ Premium. And this is a phone with a 4K HDR screen and 960 frames per second from the camera. So let's go check this out. Okay, so we're looking at the Sony Xperia XZ Premium, and being that this is a UK version, the fingerprint sensor and power button is here. You have the two-stage shutter button, which is quite unique on phones. On the back, this is a fingerprint magnet, but you've got the 19 megapixel camera with your flash and your focusing LEDs, lasers, NFC logos at the bottom. You have, just drop that down a bit, but you've got the Type-C connector here, you can see that, and your mics also at the bottom, and this is where you put your micro SD and SIM card, goes behind that flap there. So, and also if you notice, you've got a slot here and a slot here for the speakers, quite unusual, and there is a 13 megapixel front camera as well. So pretty cool if you ask me. So this particular phone is quite unique in the sense that this is a 4K, not 2K, not Quad HD, but 4K resolution screen. So it's got a ridiculous 800 plus pixels per inch, over 800 pixels per inch, crazy. It also is a 4K HDR screen for playing back HDR content. I could never really show you this on this review. You'd need to see it in real life, and it does make a bit of a difference, but I think it's overkill on a screen of this size. I do like the overall size of this phone. If we just jump into some of the things that you get as standard, this is a Vodafone phone from Vodafone, thanks to them for loaning it, but you've got Album, AR effects, all the different apps here. It comes with AVG protection as well. You've got your standard Google bits and pieces in here like Drive and emails. It has Facebook and it's added Instagram, but everything you see here is what you get as standard. You've got the fitness life log sort of app from Sony, which I actually quite like. Lounge, which is all about special offers and stuff. Movie Creator, a little cute app that does a few bits and pieces to make some short movies for you. I've added photo sync, but everything else is standard. What you also have is the PlayStation, which is one of the USPs where you can use your phone and actually remotely play a game on here from your PS4, for example. That's pretty cool. You've also got a few other bits and pieces from Track ID for the music side of things, Weather What's New, which gives you sort of bits and pieces, and again the TV remote if you have a Sony TV. So all in all, quite straightforward. It also has, say, sort of stereo front speakers as well. If you look in the settings, everything here, bring that a bit closer for you, is all pretty standard. You've also got NFC, Android Pay, and you've got advanced calling bits and pieces here, so you can actually have an option for red confirmations. That's quite nice. You got themes. It's very extensive theming on the Sony launcher, which is quite good. On the display, you've got obviously brightness level, adaptive, smart backlight control, the color gamut. I quite like the super vivids, but you've got three options there. Video image enhancement's quite useful to have, and all the usual bits and pieces. You've also got a glove mode, and you've also got here double press the power button when the screen is off. On the sound side, this has various special effects. So it can upgrade MP3 or compress music files using the DSEHX option. That does work. I've got a separate video for audio and the best headphones to use with this. What I will do is I'm just going to put the display up a bit because it's gone a bit dark. There we go. It's just still a bit dark. Oh, it's too bright for here. Let's just, this is annoying, isn't it? Right, that's it, you can see it again. You've also got dynamic normalizer, minimizes volume differences between songs or videos. You've got clear audio as well, which again is another option. You've got an equalizer, surround sound option for the headphones, and you can obviously reproduce a more surround sound for the loudspeakers, which does work as well. Now, if we take a look at some of the other options, you've got battery, and it has something called stamina, ultra stamina, and this thing is very good on battery. I'm getting 5 hours of screen on time, and obviously if you use the stamina mode, you probably get a whole, even much longer. And the rest of it's fairly straightforward. It does have an assistant, the Sony assistant, which again is quite straightforward, and so forth. And I'm going to show you some camera samples as well. This is 4K, and the phone has warned me that if it gets too hot, the app or the phone might shut down. Let's have a look and see what this looks like. This is 4K again. Okay, so I'm testing the front camera handheld. Let's see how we go. It's not too bad. As well, I'll briefly show you the camera app interface. I have done a full detailed review covering everything on this camera app, but it does have everything from manual mode to just see if I can do that, to superior auto. You've got your video, you've got your apps where you find 4K. You've also got super slow-mo at 960 frames per second. But again, have a look at the special camera interface. I've spent a lot of information going through all the options in a lot of detail and commenting on the quality and all that sort of razzmatazz as well. So in terms of this particular phone, that is a quick overview of the hardware. Very loud, but it is quite a nice sound because it does have speakers, stereo front speakers. So there you have it. This is the Sony Xperia XZ Premium. It's a really nice looking phone. It does have a few unique features from the PS4 Play, from the 960 frames per second. It does have quite good headphone audio output, not at the quality of the LG V20 or the LG G6 Quad DAC, but it's still not too bad at all. It's a very sort of striking design with big bezels, but it's something that I know if you like Sony phones, you'll love this design. If you've got any questions, leave them, I'll answer them. Don't forget, I've done a separate review for the audio, which is very in-depth, plus giving you ideas of the best headphones to use with this. And I've also gone into the camera in an extensive way as well. So this is Gavin from gavinsgadgets.com. Please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and catch you guys soon.